Alright, thanks for tuning in to Dash League. My name's TK, and I'll be commentating Bro versus TBDi today. Uh-oh. We can fix it. Alright. Who's in the booth with me?
What's up? You got percent?
What's up, man?
Hey, you got the stream going?
Yep, stream is live. We're just waiting on them to get going.
Cool, cool. Can you push it into the booth?
What's up?
I was saying, can you stream into the booth? Make a little projection or something?
Oh, yeah. Tell me which screen. The Lazarus or the drone?
The loon? I'm looking at Lazarus.
Sweet, then we're all set up.
Good deal.
See, we got DKM Ministry and Fractor in chat. What's up, guys? Alright, Persim, what's your prediction for this game? Who you got winning?
Oh man, bruh, I've had a personal hand in Bruh's history to a degree, and they got some crazy good killers on there. I mean, not that TBDi doesn't too, but Bruh's just been kind of a powerhouse for a full season now, and they continue to get better, and I see them taking this one. They added just a bunch of new players. We just played them, but like Fathead, great addition. I mean, obviously losing Alpha and Servoid is a hit, and not an easy one to recover from. But having added Fathead and Lazarus and Demon, they've been making moves in the correct direction, nonetheless.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to see this game. I haven't ever seen these teams play each other. I'm sure it'll be a hype match.
You know, honestly, I don't know if they've played each other or not. I mean, they've definitely scrimmed together. I've been in scrimmages with Bruh against TBDi, and Bruh had the upper hand on those. I would expect that to continue here today. And they didn't like pull any punches either. If you're looking at this lineup, like Demon and Lazarus and Fourth and Fathead and Laser, all crazy good players. So yeah, not only do I expect Bruh to win, but I kind of expect it to be a dominant win on their end. Especially their first game was a loss, so you know they're probably fired up to reclaim this game and take that W home for the first cycle.
For sure. I want to see this underdog win, though. I want to see a map 3. I want to see some close games. So
I mean, yeah, it makes for better TV.
I hope that
sure.
TBDi is on fire today. I feel like they can do it.
Can you tell me this? Where is the server located? I'm assuming East Coast, just because the Bruh may have some West
Game
Coasters
1
there.
will be on East Coast, I believe, and then Game 2 will be Amsterdam.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, you know what? That could make a difference. But I'll say this too. TBDi is missing Angry Parsnip, who not only was a guy who consistently could top score for them, but also was like their captain and most likely did their call outs, and that's a big hole to have to fill. Not only that, but I'm noticing that Dubas isn't in the roster, and Dubas has also been a really, really strong player for this team. Him being absent will almost certainly be noticeable. That's two really strong players to miss out on. Now, of course, they're not gonna dwell on the fact that they can't have Angry Parsnip anymore, and you know teams are always gonna have to move past any sort of changes that they have and make everything work, and not only work but improve over time. But that said, I think right now not having Dubas in is going to make a difference here as well. So it's going to be a tough battle against Bruh. Bruh's a good team. Bruh's a very good team.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Both teams, very intense discussion going on.
Yeah. I mean, I always find it funny. It's like, did you guys forget to strategize before the game? you should realistically not enter into a lobby and be like, okay, here's what we're gonna do in this map. Like, that's a conversation that should have happened a long time ago. So at best, you're in here talking about, yo, this time I'm gonna take this dash pickup and this weapon. Like, but outside of that, I always find it so funny. Like, hey, have you ever played this launchpad map before? Okay, so let me run it down for you real quick.
They're like, they're in an intense discussion. Lazarus is using his hands. You know when they're using their hands to communicate, that's when it's intense discussion.
And like, look, I mean, you know, at a certain level, like realistically, there should be even further than that. Like conversations prior to this, like, hey, you know that they've got fourth there, and he's gonna do some pistol sniping from the middle. Like that's something that should already be known by your team. You know, if you're really trying to compete in this dasher tier, which is what this matchup is, this is the top tier, top bracket, matchup. So they should already be kind of familiar with the lineups. They should already be familiar with somewhat of the strats of the other team to some degree, and positioning, things like that. You don't ever want to show up to a match and then all of a sudden be like, "Hey, we got 10 minutes. Let's just hurry up and figure this out."
Exactly.
It's a little too late. But I will say, Team and M, we don't do strats, so we just show up and win. We fight,
we just show up and
our whole thing is just to kill. Well, we will sometimes say, "Hey, I'm gonna take this dash pickup." But that doesn't even always necessarily secure it for the person who called it, just because it's the nature of the beast, man. We're chaos, we enter in and we just do it that way. But for all the other teams are looking to compete at this level, those are things you want to look at, is just like basic assumption of what you're going to be doing in the game. And the same thing goes for scrimmages. Realistically, like you're eating up other people's time, just like sitting in a lobby, making them wait while you figure out how to play the game for the first time, apparently. Yeah, you don't want to do any of that kind of shit. You just show up ready to play.
They're fortunately not making TBDi wait. They're doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, right. No, I'm just giving general league advice here, not shitting on either of those teams. And you know what? In big matchups, take all the time you need, like in actual league games, especially a league game of this caliber. Like I'm saying, in the discussions, I have no idea what they're saying. They could very well just be talking about like, hey man, let's keep everything tense. Like let's not relax. They can have those types of conversations outside
complaining
of just
about
regular...
internet.
Actually, honest to God, that's a big one, and it's something that I myself had to overcome in the off season. I've actually put in effort into working on just like dealing with networking issues. Yeah, right. They're not even bottled up. Honestly, like at this point, it's just like this is a natural part of the game. I know for a fact that my performance will get worse if I like focus on it. So I just need to like get over it. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some kills, and yeah, I'm gonna take some deaths. But you know what? That's the game, and that's fine. I mean, it could be better, but for the time being, I just need to tell myself it's fine.
Yeah, there's other people who were doing just fine with it, so that means you can too. Oh.
That's the other part of it. It's like, yes, you're experiencing issues, but like either that means your internet's screwed up and you have no one to blame but yourself or in your ISP, or that means that everyone's having the problem. And you know what, dude? They're all dealing with it, so you shouldn't be the one complaining. I would say like a very important part of winning is confidence and morale. And when you get in that cycle of, oh man, he killed me where I wasn't even standing, and you just keep saying that over and over again, it breaks down your own morale. So like the best thing you can do is just be like, yeah, the game kind of has some jank every now and then, although it's, in my opinion, the best game of all time. But like move on, that's like
just get used to it.
Best way to handle it. Yeah,
you got to deal with the net code, and every game's gonna have to do some things to deal with the fact that we're on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, just get good,
Get good. Always a good strat.
Yeah, that's my biggest advice. That you do want to shoot at the enemy. That's like really helpful in this game. A lot of people underestimate that. They shoot all over the place, but you want to shoot at the enemy.
That's very good advice. I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Yeah, no, actually, when someone told me that when I first started playing, and it fundamentally changed how I approach everything.
Damn.
Some warm-up drills. I mean, this is good. I like the little warm-up area. I wish that you could have moving targets. It's so rare in Hyperdash to have someone just sitting still for that long. Kind of absurd, really.
You know what I would love in the starting area is some rails to practice on. Maybe like a rail that mimics waterways, like main rail with one
that's
above
a good point.
and one below. And
yeah, they've got a whole rail area.
You can practice snapping. That would be amazing.
And you wouldn't have to change anything. You just throw rails in this area down to the left and make it accessible. So, yeah, that's a great idea. You could practice rail snapping. Yeah, no, I like it. I love it actually. And maybe put dash pickup somewhere in this lobby, so for people who want to go with 5, or even a toggleable option to go with 5 or 3 while you're warming up. And then these like practice shot, dummies. I wish they would have an option to be moved around, like to move around.
Mm-hmm.
Sprint strafe, like literally just have them sprint strafing, and then also like a counter that shows how many of your bullets have landed would be epic. That would be
amazing. I'm sure
cool.
once we
Like,
see custom maps, like every game like this that has custom maps available, people make like 1,000 different firing ranges with different settings. We'll definitely see this later this year.
oh, that would be insane, man. Yeah, someone just like hook Gamer Smash his headset up to one of those bots and have him sprint strafe around for like 5 minutes in different ways, and then just have the bot do that. And like honestly, his sprint strafing, that would be the best training possible.
Yeah, absolutely insane. All right, I think all of them are actually coming out. They're ready to play.
You take a look at fourth. He's not using a stock right now. Oh my god, is he gonna roll without one for the game? Yeah, it'd be crazy. I mean, I guess I saw him play the other day, and he still like top scored without his stock. It was like a control point I jumped into as an alias. He doesn't even know I played in that. He'll hear this later. But he top scored, and I was like, damn, dude doesn't need that.
I didn't even know he was a stock player. I mean, I might have known and forgotten it, but there's so many now that it's hard to keep track.
It's actually growing exponentially. Yeah, we played a league game against some guys. I think they were rolling like 3 deep on the stock, something like that.
I've also heard of people using side-by-side stocks. I have no idea if those exist.
No, that's explicitly what we're talking about. You honestly, there's only one rifle stock user that I'm aware of, Crusader. Everyone else is rocking the side-by-side stock nowadays. That's the new fad in this game.
Yeah, I need to look into that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
No,
like
you
stocks.
don't. No, you do not. There's honestly, like, I know the discussion kind of died, so who knows? But like, there was talk about. You might want to teabag the button a little bit. I don't know if they know if that you're ready, but yeah, I mean, there was discussion about potentially banning it next season, so I wouldn't, purposefully go ahead and start learning how to use one.
Yeah,
right now.
Might be interesting for a video. Who knows?
You're right about that, though. By all means, it'd be a really fun, neat idea to do for like just to try it in pubs. I actually bought a stock at one point just to see what the fuss was about. Learned about the 2 snipers thing and was like, oh god. This is just ridiculous. No, it was cool. I sold it though. It's pretty. Stocks are kind of expensive, to be perfectly candid. Like
you can get cheap ones, but they aren't exactly guaranteed to help you. They might do more harm than good.
I think they do more harm than good in the end. I mean, they help you with your aim, but that's only one facet of the game. And generally, people only even use it on Waterway for that reason, because it's only good for like a map that's pretty straightforward and doesn't require significant movement. Laser getting a nice pick right there. That's fantastic.
Keeping control of the enemy dash early on.
Oh, look at that, man. Laser's gotten into such a polished player these days. Getting taken out, but still 2 kills but high value this area.
Oh, taking out the
Fathead.
Fathead was waiting the whole time.
Yeah, he was hiding in there with those shocks, and now he's got to make his way back to payload with shocks and not get seen or killed first.
Oh, there's one. He's going back. Very defensive play here.
Which is surprising. This is not the Fathead we know and love. Go back to Fatheading, Fathead.
Oh, Gambit bobbing and weaving, bro. Takes
Dude, he's learning from Rekko or something. That's crazy. Getting taken out by Fathead. Fathead, good aim. Always has had good aim. Nice kill by Demon. Yeah, Demon's another good aim guy. In fact, all these bra players that you see here like are pretty good aim players. One of the things that they all seem to hold.
They're not reliant for disruption, but it doesn't work out too well.
This is the classic Fathead playstyle. I'll leave it on him for a little bit. He just holds his dash out the entire time he plays. It's one of the most unique things I've seen. But I actually literally learned how to play Hyperdash a good bit just watching his streams back when I first started joining. He was always posting them somewhere. And at first I was trying this, and it just fucked my aim up so bad.
I was about to say the same thing. I tried to do that thinking I'll get a really quick dash off, and all it does is fuck my aim up.
So it's impressive that look at this, he's making the kills, he's getting them, and he's got his dash arc out. So it's I guess a way that you learn. But I did pick up a lot of useful shit just watching him play, and it's really cool that he was willing to share that with everyone. I know there's a lot of like top players who just absolutely won't share their footage or stuff the spectators to
Really?
prevent that.
Is that already in
Yes.
this game?
Yep. That's already in this game. But I mean, but not guys like Fathead. Like he's honestly been one of the biggest community supporters in the entire like game by far. He's brought so many people together, not just in Hyperdash, but like in other games, like poker games and all sorts of fun shit that he's always putting together. Among Us, one of my favorite things to play. In VR chat Among Us, it's so fun, dude. Honestly, but yeah, no, so I watched his Twitch significant amounts just to kind of get familiar with everything, and the one thing I definitely did not choose to take from that was holding my dash out, but it's like his signature thing, so if like you ever see him play, it's always fun to look for that.
Yeah, well, he clearly does it well.
That's the thing, though. Everyone can learn how to play with different styles, and everything works different for everyone. I mean, my advice to newer players who are starting to learn to sprint strafe is like, do it as much as you can, like with as much real life movement as you can, until it starts fucking your aim up, and then just like roll it back a little bit, and that's the sweet spot.
Just as much as you can aim without fucking up is the sweet spot. No actual sweet spot filtered in.
Yeah. No, definitely not. No, if you can bob and weave and just throw your head all over your bedroom and still get your shots, then do it. Like, why wouldn't you, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
You're a harder target to kill. You might be tired, but...
If you're not sweating, you're not playing right.
That's right.
If you don't have stick drift, you're not playing right.
You know, that is the one problem with the sprint strafing meta. I used to reload on stick, too, like the click, and I really like that.
That's...
Yeah, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. It's a shame though. Like, why can't they design a remote? At least let me like replace the spring or something once this happens. Like, I shouldn't have to get another like $500 index remote or something just because I decide to use the stick like it's supposed to be used or more than it's supposed to be used.
I think it's so funny that Steam reveals that new Steam Deck and they announced that their thumbsticks are designed to not develop stick drift. I bet, Valve. I bet, bro.
Yeah, that's amazing, right? To actually come out and say that. And that's like directly calling out every single competitor in the market.
I know, but at the same time, their own fucking product like does it. Like,
right. The index is like egregiously bad for that.
yeah, my left stick drift's pretty bad right now, and I'm just waiting to RMA it because like if you do it every time you get drift, you'll be RMA every month.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's my thing too. Like, I'm definitely gonna RMA the remotes right before it runs out, like the warranty period. But at the same time, what happens after that? Like, I'm just kind of stuck here, or you know, and that's kind of egregious too. Like, your product really shouldn't fail at some point within a year or two.
Yeah, it's like they really only guarantee the year, and then like the 2 months you'll last with that last pair, and then after that you're pretty much on your own, or you have to buy another 250 set. I guess that's
what. Is that 250? Okay, all right. I guess I missed and I wouldn't buy a right controller. I barely use that stick. So hey, you know, if you gotta buy a set though, or is no?
You gotta buy the set. So I guess the individual one would be 125, or maybe a bit more on eBay if you can find it.
I'm pretty sure everyone wants the left remote.
The left one. Yeah.
I guess buy it and sell the right remote for like, I don't know, $100 or $50, whatever someone's willing to pay for like a remote they most likely didn't damage.
So TBDi actually getting pretty close here, but only 10 seconds left for them to hit this checkpoint. They need a pretty
This is
crazy
a strong
push.
hold for bro. I find it very unlikely that they're going to put together a magical, 10% push at this stage. And you really have Lazarus and Fathead to thank for holding that down for the most part. I mean, 25 and 28, and Lazarus has only got 8 deaths, so I assume he's been on rockets or something along those lines.
Switching sides.
All right, well, let's see what Bro can do on the attacking side.
Prepare to start.
So you got any time predictions?
Bro's gonna finish with 2.5 minutes left.
2.5, got it. I'll say 1 minute.
Match start.
Less than a minute, actually.
2, 1, go.
I don't know, man. I think they definitely make checkpoint.
Oh, they'll make checkpoint. I mean, they don't even have to make checkpoint. It's right in front of it. Amos with these dual shotties. and it doesn't go too well.
All right, but here, okay, so here's the problem we just saw. You know, he's standing there with shotguns looking to take someone out, right? But he knows his ping difference is going to be, like, incredibly different from the other player. So, like, just camping a corner like that when you know that you're not playing in a, you know, EU server with other EU players, it's dangerous. He's going to walk out with a whole, like, half second to look at you and shoot you before you even know he's there.
Yeah, you got to know how to use the peeker's advantage to your...
Right. Yeah, you gotta take right. So and especially if you're a high ping player, like you're from EU, you're from Australia, then you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that there will always be significant peakers every time you play, no matter what. I mean, even people with relatively lowish pings can experience peakers from each other, but you know you're gonna be experiencing it. So, like, you know, get familiar with the mechanics of it.
Razor taking her out through the lobby. That was good. I think he was on the card as he got that.
Nice rocketry.
Ooh, that was close to being hit for laser.
Wow.
The shield saved him from that rocket. We're having no problem pushing this cart so far. Looking like your prediction is going to be right.
I mean, they might even beat my prediction at this rate.
What the hell? That head was behind Mavrodi when that happened.
You know what? They are stopping him though. And this is a crucial point to get a stop. Payload's still down, not moving. No, I saw a spider web of bounce shot there.
Bounce shots can be scary.
They are. I could see them being tweaked a little bit at some point. Oh, nice job by Highs to slow that down. Yeah, so Bra's been... Or now they're moving again, okay. They've been stopped for a while, though. Double it up on the payload, that might be dangerous right now. Good job by Laser.
Brody gets one, but he can't quite clear the cart all the way.
So this push is great. Yeah, they're looking very likely that they're gonna beat my prediction at this point.
By almost a full minute.
Yeah. You know what? I'm hoping they slow him down for a minute just so I can be right.
Oh, Fathead stealing their dash and he gets it, takes 2 out.
Oh man. There it is. Yeah, by nearly a full minute. Wow, incredible job.
That was very fast.
That's crazy. That was a crazy fast push. Yeah, good job, bro. The good group ups. Every group up they did here worked. Like you saw them kind of remove the red bodies and then take over the area, and now it's all blue bodies. That was pretty significant. Great job, bro.
It seemed like TBDi was always kind of scrambling to deal with whatever Bra was doing. They were just rushing to the cart trying to take a 1v2 or 1v3 that they just couldn't win.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I'm gonna dip. I've got another stream. Unfortunately, I gotta run too. But yeah, good luck to everyone and good luck, bro. I'm sure they're gonna take this next one too, in no time. Predictions. I'm gonna assume it's Waterway. I'm gonna assume Bra wins. I'm gonna say Bra wins in less than 7 minutes. 3-0.
Damn. All right. Well, thanks for the input, percent. It's always fun commentating with you.
Thanks, man. All right, later.
Peace, bro. Okay, let me switch servers real quick. They're heading over to an Amsterdam server, I believe. Okay. Server coming right now. Damn, we've got 12 viewers right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Next match is starting very soon. What the hell? Alright, still waiting for this new server, guys. Oh, it's up now. Sweet. Uh-oh. Camera's broke. 1 second, guys. Sometimes the Hyperdash spectator doesn't like being kicked out of the server when it closes. Oh, that's backward. All right, I believe we're. Sorry about that, guy. Today's officially the last scuffed stream. Next stream should have way higher production value, thanks to Garbage Man. I'll go ahead and give him the six.
First elimination.
It looks like they need some discussion time after all. I was hoping that since they were all out in the main room, we could just skip right to the game. But I guess I shouldn't rush them. They got important shit to discuss. I think Demon just wants to start. That was a very dominant performance we just saw from Bruh. I do hope we get a map 3, but I'm starting to doubt it. TBDi really gonna need to go all out if they want to take this.
Hey, TK.
What's up? I got a Coke on me.
You seemed a little bit lonely in here.
Just a little bit. I'm like half looking at this and half looking at the setup to see if I can fix what's going
What's going on?
on. It's just switching off of the hyperdash camera like more than it.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, very glad to have some commentary help in here.
Sure. Yeah, so I saw the first game. Oh, wait, are we live right now?
We are still live. Yeah, just waiting.
Yeah, saw the first game, and you know it looked very similar. Actually, it reminded me of our other game against TBDi as well. Very similar timings and very similar percentages. So I mean, it's kind of exciting to see Brad do really well. I know they've had a little bit of issues here and there trying to get people and trying to get people who are available, because a lot of their players have had issues with availability with school and life and all that stuff. So between them getting Fathead and Lazarus stepping up as a co-captain, I'm super excited to see them doing this well.
Yeah, that'll be great. Did I hear that they actually lost their first match? I thought I heard.
They played team name.
Oh,
Yes.
that makes a lot more sense. That makes sense why Percent said that now.
Yeah, they had. I know that there were some complaints on both sides about the server and stuff like that, but I mean, team name's obviously a formidable opponent to go up against, no matter how the server is.
Yeah, they're both teams very good. Kind of a toss-up. Who's
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see as the season progresses. I'm hoping to see a lot of growth from Bra, as I know Lazarus has been stepping up with a lot of their strats and everything, and I'm hoping that they can really kick it up this season.
Yeah, I've scrimmed with against, I think each of these teams once. I'm having trouble remembering, and I think we got absolutely decimated both times.
Yeah, well, I remember, I remember playing them last season when I was on Death. Well, what is now Apex, what was back in Death. And it was, Bruh is actually the team that knocked us from getting into playoffs. So they were formidable back then. And, you know, I was worried to see what was going to happen with their availability, but they've made it work, and they've come back twofold with some of these newer players, especially like Demon. I know y'all were talking about him. His aim is just on point. I'm so jealous about it. His playstyle is very different from mine, but heck, if I could have one thing from his game, it would be his aim. And then Lazarus, he was on Fire last season, and so he's bopped around a couple teams, ended up on Bruh, and stepped up as co-captain. So that's exciting to see.
All right, I think they're about to start the game here. Everyone's out in front of the big screen. All right, I really want to see this game through here.
In 3, 2,
I do love to see it go to control point.
go. Red takes
And I
the
don't
lead.
think either team really has a sniper. I know Fourth will probably pistol snipe a bit. Fathead might pick up a sniper. He randomly does that occasionally. And then he'll decide it's not working and switch, and he'll try again. But I'm curious to see if he ends up doing that.
Blue takes
And I think
lead.
Bruh is going to be super aggressive. They've got some pinpoint accuracy. Fourth with his stocks, you know, he just picks people off.
Red takes
But then
lead.
Gambit, Gambit Taro, I remember playing him on Waterway. He'll pick you off from across the map, like single shot.
2,
It's,
countered.
wow, there's a countdown for Bro already.
I like that he went to help hold the button down with his teammate.
Yeah, that was nice of him.
Kinda
Teamwork
cute.
makes the dream work. Yeah.
Blue takes lead.
Man, Lazarus' aim has gotten so good as well.
Yeah, they don't have a sniper, but they'll definitely do some sniping on their way out of the base.
Right. I mean, it makes sense as you're waiting for a dash or anything. Just put some bullets on people, soften them up for whoever's gonna meet up with them next across the map.
Exactly. And you
Looks
might,
like a little bit of competition there for the dashes.
I like that. They're not even coordinating. They're just like competing with each other for it.
Yep. I mean, all in good fun. If you can have fun with it, then you just end up playing that much better.
That's true.
Oh, that's a dangerous place to be. Heisenberg with his shot. Very frustrating
no,
to go
he
up
gets the hit
against.
marker.
Yeah. And picked off by Fathead.
Blue takes B.
Fathead going to start the countdown.
Red takes C.
Just needs his team to get
Fathead's
B
one.
now.
Yeah, he's one that will spend the majority of the map in the opponent's base. And he'll just bounce around, pick up all their resources, kill them when they're not expecting it. Oh, but there's a countdown for TBDi.
Yeah, Amos couldn't pull it out though, unfortunately.
Wait.
Seemed like he was the only one in the base. Very hard to win that.
Takes B.
Yeah.
Red team scores.
Oh, now
hey,
flipping
even
it
if you
back.
have-
Red's countered. Heisenberg gets the counter.
Oh my gosh, how did that not kill
Red
Monkey?
team countered. Red team scores. Countered.
Oh,
Red takes
another
A.
countdown.
And now, oh, Bra only needs their own base. HDI trying to hold it down.
2 countered.
We nearly had it.
Blue
This is
takes
close to things I love seeing, and it's almost counterintuitive. You have a map like we just saw on Launchpad, where it seems pretty uneven and pretty lopsided in terms of, skill differences. But then you get on a map like this, and it depends so much on a team's play style, what their preferred maps are, but it's looking super even now with a couple countdowns from TBDi as well as Bruh.
Oh, Heisenberg dunks himself. That's the curse.
Can relate, yeah.
Brody almost wins that 1v2 to start the countdown again, but gets taken down.
Yeah, and Paula's locking down B pretty well here. Oh, and it's the only button they have. There's Bruh going for it. Good counter.
Gets taken down. Red starts their next countdown. HDI holding down their base. No, Gambit gets behind him and gets that countdown stopped.
That was a good counter. That was clutch.
Oh, nice from
Oh.
Fathead.
Do you know what region server they're in?
So this is Amsterdam now. If the
Okay.
first one wasn't Amsterdam, this is
Red
now.
team scores.
Okay.
3, 2.
Hold it, Fathead! Oh my god! There's no way he should have had that.
We got it!
There was no way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the power of button holding right there.
Go.
It's true, yeah.
Blue takes
Like, sometimes they'll have just enough time to kill you and they won't have enough time to slam their arm down, and it's so infuriating when it happens to you.
Yeah, it's one of those things that as button holding has become a more predominant skill to use. I don't know if you call it skill, a more predominant tactic.
takes C.
It takes a
kinda
lot
gotta
of
get
skill,
used-
okay?
I mean, you gotta duck behind it. You gotta be ready to shoot through the button. But it's become one of those things that you try to come up with strat. You practice going against people who are button holding. You go for the headshot and then hit the button, stuff like that. Whereas people whenever it first started, people would walk up to the button and try and hit it with the person just sitting there holding it. It's not gonna work. You gotta kill them first. You gotta go for the head, and they're gonna be bobbing and weaving behind the button and trying to shoot you through it.
It's also kind of a talent, though, bobbing and weaving without lifting your hand off the button for a second.
Yeah.
Because you can be trying to dodge and then just throw the whole attempt just by lifting your arm.
Yep. Yep, and we've absolutely seen it happen. Oh, good pick by Demon.
Demon in a
He's got
1v3? No.
not quite, but he did get them down to their basement, which is a lot of times really good if you can get your team to cap at that point.
That was a nice shot from Heisenberg.
Yeah,
Red takes B.
and that's something that is really difficult with shocks on Waterway. A lot of people will wait to pick them up in the enemy's base because riding the rails is kind of suicide with shocks.
Countered.
Let alone aiming at people on the rails, which is super difficult as well.
Are they going to get in here?
Countered.
No! Amos barely counters it at B.
He was the only one that was alive still.
That's insane. Now it's on Gambit. It's on Rody. They're both they're both on the button and they can't get it.
I wonder if they both thought the other was going for it.
Just so difficult. Button holding, winning again.
Match point. Red first elimination.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a scare recently that somebody was joking about button holding being illegal, which it is not illegal. It's perfectly legal. But people started freaking out and they're like, oh, they're going to make it illegal. It's like, no, nope, it's
can't
still
do
legal.
that.
It's still fine.
I don't even know how they would program it to like stop that. And that was a quick round from Bruh. Bruh
Wow.
just take it like that.
Yeah. No, I mean it was a question early on, I think last season, whether or not they were gonna make it illegal for League to hold the button. Obviously they went with not illegal, and here we are. But yeah, that I can't see them taking that away anytime soon. I wonder if they're gonna play control point anyway.
They might. Good shit to Bruh though.
Yeah, Ahead has the top kills. HDI, not quite top kills, but top button pushing.
The best at pushing.
Hey, I mean, I'm the one who will have an absolute shit KD, and I'll push all the buttons. So I agree that it's domination map. You got to push the buttons. That's how you win the game.
Yeah, your KD is meaningless if your team lost.
To be fair, you might have to kill a couple people in order to push the buttons. So
That's true.
not incredibly useless. Yeah.
It looks like there's gonna
Looks
it's
like
gonna be a
death
death
match.
match, so we'll probably get out of here.